What's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be, something that I've been doing, the past week and a half. I would say is, explaining, tips about the game and how I see games to be played and how the game should be played, and the best possible suggestions for you guys to get better in the game. The main generalized opinion I have of the game is if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get better, right? That's just something that every pro player, every player knows that they need to do in this game. Is you need to put in the effort. All I can do is give specific advice what to do to maybe improve, but the real work is putting effort into the game. And this video, I'm going to talk a bit more on that, and I might specify some more tips that I already said, but in better specified form, I guess. The gameplay in the video here, they're actually scrims on a phone that we've been playing a few days ago. Yeah, so hopefully, a lot of you guys asked for scrims on a phone, and I have a ton of videos on scrims, so I'm going to be posting that as my background gameplay if you guys are interested in looking at that for the phone gameplay. And if you guys are here for the commentary part, I'm here. I'm trying to commentate as best as I can, even though I'm really bad at it and I'm trying to improve. And it doesn't help that I just woke up for 10 minutes ago to do this video, but yeah, anyways, let's get right into the video. Yeah, so the first tip I wanted to talk about, I keep saying tip, but the first thing I wanted to talk about or specify is the minimap. That's I'd say the first thing, to master, I guess, to, have a better advantage in the game. For me, I admit, I'm not the best person to use the minimap. I usually play off my game sense, which sometimes, costs me some deaths, but also, it helps me so I don't have to glance at the minimap every 2 seconds, and it just bothers me, I guess, that I need to be I'm more focused inside the game than look at the minimap. But I'm aware of the minimap, UAVs and whatever. UAVs, if the guy shoots, if players are shooting, I look at the minimap to see, where to get the trade. That's simple stuff, but you can really master the minimap by for example, if you die, and you spawn straight away, and you're just gonna run to the next point, just click the minimap and see what the enemies are posted up, and that will help you actually get more kills. I'm actually started doing that, and I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty good to do. It's a good idea. I saw it on Hive's stream. I was like, damn, dude, every time he's spawning, he's checking the minimap. So I give credit to him for I'm seeing that, and I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone does that, but me, I didn't do that because I don't even look at my minimap when I'm playing. I just play directly off game sense. But yeah, these are scrims here from playing against some Latin American teams, and I think an NA team. But yeah, so just the main tip is to look when you're playing the map, right, and you're in a position where there's a ton of people shooting. Check your minimap. Make sure you understand where the players are positioned, so you can better position yourself to win more gunfights. Because in the end, the goal is to win gunfights and play objective and win the game, right? It's an objective-based game, and you can't win an objective-based game without any kills. It's possible if you have 4 guys who are completely fragging out, and you can win a map like that. But you don't want to be the guy who has 0 kills, right? You want to be the one who's popping off, and the one who's mowing the enemy down. So that's my first tip here, is to make sure you check your minimap occasionally. Even at least occasionally, if you don't even look, make sure it's on the screen and you're looking at it, right? That's basically my first tip. And the second thing I wanted to talk about was using, it's the same quote here, is using the meta. Everyone's talking about the tribe meta, whatever, in the comments, and that's just something that funny that's been said. But yeah, if you use the meta, for example, this season the meta is the cordite. You see a ton of players switching to the cordite. For example, myself, once an AR player, now an SMG player, which is kind of weird. That's how it is, because you're gonna use the meta. Might as well use a gun that everyone else is using, right? And that's just how most Call of Duties have been. Is there's a meta every season, and you just gotta adapt to it, right? It's all about adapting to the game and adapting to the meta. This meta is heavily relied on SMGs, but ARs like the KN and the LK can also be used. They're really prominent weapons that can be played in scrims, and players can do really well. It's a good example is Tech, Nero, Child's also even. They're definitely great Canadian players. They perform well in scrims with ARs, and it's just my opinion. You got to use basically my point is you have to use the meta weapons. You can't be pulling out a cheat calm and like be like, yeah, bro, I'm pulling out a cheat calm, I'm about to win the game. You know what I mean? It's just not how it works, right? You're just gonna get folded. You know, you need to be using the meta. You're gonna be using the guns that everyone is using in the matches, just so you put yourself in a position to win. And you know, it depends on the map as well. If the map is small or if it's big, you can depend your changes. You can switch from a sub to a AR. That's what, you know, a lot of people do, to be honest. And it's normal to do, right? If you play like smaller maps in SMG and longer map range like Crash or Crossfire, you can play an AR. That's normal, and that's what a lot of players do. And yeah, I mean, that's like overall, you know, use the meta and make sure you practice with the gun, and make sure, you know, you're at the same skill level. What? Because most of the players are the same skill level wise. There's like minute differences in skill wise between ranked. Like if you're like a ranked player or something, there's not really a difference between skill level. It's all about the game sense and understanding the game or where people are spawning, and that's what I'm talking about in a bit. And you know, yeah, that's brings us, you know, to our third tip here that I wanted to talk about is, you know, it's understanding a situation. And what I mean by that is when you're playing the game, you know, there's certain situations you're going to be that you have to play correctly in order to put your team in a position to win. You know, I know this from, you know, playing the game, you know, scrims and tournaments. You know, it's really important to understand what situations and what your teammates are placed on the map for you to make a play. You know, you always have to be aware of what your teammates are doing. However, this does not apply to ranked or freaking solo rank, whatever the games are ranked. But yeah, I mean, it can, but you have to, you know, understand how you're positioned into the game and whether you're going to be playing super aggressive or super passive. You know, it's fine to play passive, man. Like I'm telling you, if you're getting like pinched by like 3 guys, man, there's no reason to be aggro and just play aggressive, right? You want to play the smartest way possible to get the most kills, get the most objective points, and to win the game, right? That's how it's always been done, you know, in FPS games. You know, it's fine to play aggressive, but however, you know, playing passive in certain situations is okay if you're an aggressive player, or if you're a passive player and you want to play aggressive, it's fine, as long as you understand what the situation is. You know, for example, if you have UAV up and you're getting information, and none of them are running Ghost, man, go out there and slay out, dude. Like, it's so easy. Like, you know where their spawns and you know where they're going to be positioned. The chances of you getting a lot of kills is a high probability. And I've done it in rank too. When you have to pull up a UAV and bam, there's like 5 guys dude on the map, and you're like, damn, okay, I'm gonna slay out. I'm gonna kill these guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's really understanding is the situation of which you're positioned. Even when your teammates are positioned, you can understand where they die and you get their trade right. If they die and you're like, okay, there's a guy right there, possibly you have to peek this corner. I gotta clear this out. You know, keep the spawns. You know, keeping spawns is very important. You want to push out and flip the spawns on a hard point or domination. You have to push in a bay long. That you can cause your entire team to freaking spawn into firing range, and that's something that you don't want to happen, right? So, you know, understanding the map situation and what your team is, you know, what their position is on the map is also really important. You know, to improving into the game. You know, it's all leads to getting more gunfights and eventually winning the match, right? That's the goal for this game. That's why this kind of game was built, is to win. It's an objective-based game to win, right? And there's no like secret behind that. So that's what I want to say. And you know, one of the last things I wanted to talk about, I think this is tip number 5 here, is, you know, power positions, right? You know, to be more specific, power positions are basically areas in the map, you know, specifically designed on COD to like have power, right? You know, that's why it's called a power position. That's what I wanted to mention. And there's many instances on the maps that, you know, some examples of power positions. For example, on Crash, the 3 stack is a power position. Even in Delhi, where in the English, that's a power position. There can be multiple power positions on the map that if you have control of, you can definitely take control of the map and you know, get farm kills, right? That's why they're called power positions. You know, you're in a higher like position to be, you know, to get more kills, and enemies just have to deal with you. And if they're not dealing with you, you're gonna win the map. You know, for example, you know, like I said, Crash 3 stack in Delhi, because it was firing range, and firing range on tower, you know, on summit is top control. Power positions are really important for your team success. So holding power positions, I would say, is definitely one of the most important things to do inside a game. But yeah, you know, that's something really small, really quick tip right there. And that's like my video here. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully y'all, you know, watch to the end here. But yeah, you know, I have nothing really much to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the rest of your day. And yeah, enjoy. Peace out.